Okay, so we get a lot of questions about exercise, and many of you have come to us and you've wanted to lose weight for years. It's been one of your primary struggles, and so in that effort, you've done what you've been told to do by a lot of so-called experts, and that is go join a gym, hire a trainer, or do those things and burn more calories than you bring in, right? Well, a lot of you are going, well, that didn't work for me. Well, that's true. It didn't work for you, and it doesn't work for most people that are having weight challenges, because it's not the act of not burning enough calories through rigorous exercise that has kept you from getting rid of that extra weight. It's honestly the imbalances that exist within your body, the dysfunction that exists internally, the hormonal issues, the toxicity issues, the organ stresses, all that stuff, which you're going to basically get under control in this program. So as it relates to exercise, we want you to minimize intensive exercise during stage 2 and 3 of the program, okay? Now, that doesn't mean sit around like a bump on a log either, because we all know that motion is life. So what I'll tell people is, I don't want you doing intensive cardiovascular exercise in stage 2 and 3. And the reason why I don't want you doing intensive cardiovascular exercise during stage 2 and 3, which is the burn and balance stage, is because your body is going to be working extremely intensively already. It is a lot of work to burn fat, you guys. It's a lot of work to rebalance the body. It's a lot of work to detoxify. Your body is going to be working very, very hard through this process. And so we don't want to stimulate more stress in the body by doing intensive cardiovascular exercise, which also, by the way, that intensive cardiovascular exercise can elevate cortisol, which is a strong fat-storing hormone in the body, okay? The other thing that intensive cardiovascular exercise does, and this is basically from the research in the literature, is that it can actually push the hormones in our body in the direction of fat storage. Wow, isn't that incredible? Where you've been going to the gym, getting on that treadmill, or that elliptical, or working out with that trainer, or whatever it is, to get your heart rate up and keep it up and do intensive cardio work, and it's actually been counterproductive for you. So I want you to avoid intensive cardiovascular exercise. Now, going for a good walk every day is fantastic. If you want to do some light weight training, that's fantastic. We have a section in here on burst training in your journal. So there is a section on burst training. This is the high-intensity interval training that has really become very popular now, but high-intensity interval training actually helps to shift the hormones in the direction of fat burning, believe it or not, and keep the body there for a longer period of time. So burst training is something that we encourage people to adopt, and use for the rest of their life, But burst training might be something that you can integrate in stage 2 and 3, a couple days a week possibly. But it's just going to be dependent upon how your body responds, all right? Listen, exercise is vitally important to our overall mental health and our physical well-being and all that sort of stuff. But I just want you to understand that it might be counterproductive for you in terms of your overall long-term goal. So usually once we exit stage 2 and 3 and we move you into stage 4, that's where you can start to bring back a little bit more intense exercise, okay? But just trust me on this. Be conscientious of the intensity of your activities. Be mindful of it. I'm not telling you to sit around like a bump on a log. Go out and go do a good walk each day. Do some light weight training if you want to do some yoga or some Pilates or a couple days of burst training a week. That should be okay with you. But just be mindful of how your body seems to respond to exercise. Because if you're one of those people who has done every fad diet that anybody could ever imagine, and you've hired trainers and you've joined gyms and all that sort of stuff, and you've never gotten the results that you wanted, then we need to basically recognize that and just give your body a break, okay? So exercise is important. If you have questions on exercise during stage 2 and 3, let us know.